Last week's storm took a big toll on Texas ranchers and farmers. The result, well, it isn't pretty. Our Adam Schindler has that story tonight.
Snow and ice swept across Texas last week, leaving farmers and ranchers fighting to keep both their crops and their livestock alive. Like everyone else in Texas, cattle ranchers and farmers were hit big last week. But for them, staying inside away from the cold wasn't an option.
They were out in the storm. A lot of our cattle guys, sheep, Lego guys, were out pulling frozen hay wrap and string off of hay bales. They're out in that environment for a lot of hours every day.
But hay and feed for the animals wasn't the biggest issue during the storm.
Water is your biggest concern. Cattle can go days without eating, but they can't go very long at all without a good supply of water. So
a lot of crops aren't growing right now, but oats are, and damage done affects more than just farmers because it's used for cattle grazing.
We'll graze those oats through end of April into May, and that's when it gets too warm and those plants dry down. That's a big loss if you've got a 80% loss of your grazing.
Luckily, some locations don't need oat crops to feed their cattle.
they're free graze, but because of it being a development type situation, all of our bulls and all, we develop those here, so they're on feed.
Officials say there is help out there for farmers and ranchers hit hard by the storm.
For all the producers, whether they're small or large, you need to visit with your local USDA office and find out what USDA disaster programs they have available for you.
They also recommend checking on any kind of crop damage insurance you might have. It takes 7 to 10 days to see the full damage that the storm might have had on crops, so the exact number of acres lost won't be clear until next week. In Bell County, Adam Schindler, 25 News.